Okay, let's see. So I'm gonna try out in a team. I don't think this is fair for Sacred Justia because we don't have the... I want to compare Sherazade versus Sacred Justia, but but then the boss is fire. I mean not Sherazade, why did I say Sherazade? I mean Sylvia. So this is not going to be a super fair comparison, isn't it? This is such an unfair comparison, and it's just going to be definitely beneficial to that. But okay, let's just have a look. Let's just have a look at the damage. So the boss is gonna hit blah blah blah. Like in a normal Sylvia rotation, you probably are going to rotate amongst the other skills, right? Do you think I can join my guild? Do you want to join my guild? So the thing about joining my guild is you gotta take it seriously, right? We don't mess around. Okay, let's see. So this is 13 million, alright. But that's just how it is. 13 million, it is pretty good as well. So I would say this is employing in the chat. Employing in the chat is sometimes that what's just going to happen, right? So curious if I do Sacred Justia, which I think will be less, but how much less? Also, I'm comparing a +4 to a +5. Cannot be a tourist. Tourist. Okay. Boom. Sacred Justia is better. $13 million from Sylvia, 16 million from Sacred Justia. Wow. So Sacred Justia has more scaling, right? She has better scaling because of how her tile range works. So I was trying to test that out as well, because her damage increased by 100% for each target hit. So because we are hitting quite a lot of targets here, so that's just what it is. But I am comparing a +5 Sacred Justia to a +4 Sylvia. But you would assume that this boss is being fire, right? We are going to be able to get more damage. Okay, let me go. Let's look at the gears, a quick one. So what's the gears for Sacred Justia? So 2.1k attack, 650 crit damage for Sylvia. 1.9k attack, 484% crit damage. I do have less stats on Sylvia, to be fair, right? But at the same time, we do get the property damage. Actually, I did not do this. This is going to be important. Let me do this first. So we got two. This one is going to add 25%. Will these two be enough though? Actually, maybe I should take this particular one as well. It seems like it's going to give us quite a lot. Okay, cooldown time reduce. So Sylvia probably will have the flexibility for the cooldown time. Let me see. 675%. Also, right now, the extend duration. The extend duration is cool and all, but that's probably not gonna matter too much. Okay, let's go in one more time. We try to do the crab. So we go with Sylvia. I can't believe this one gives so much SP at the beginning, right? Seashell is the only place to keep the badge. Yeah, Sacred Justia is hitting way more tiles as well, right? So that's just going to be what it is. So as you guys can see, Sacred Justia is hitting a little bit more. 17 million versus 14 million from Sylvia, right? For this particular boss. Let's turn things around. Now of course I'm not rotating my Sylvia correctly. Ideally you want to Wait. Ideally, you want to apply the buffs, etc. Do things as it goes. Today you lose. Today was your losing day. You lose a lot of banners. Lots of banners. Okay, let's see. Was that better? 16. Yeah, even changing the order, it does feel like it favors Sacred Justia more. So that is what it is for now. However, if I would try, let's say if I try to rotate, right? Because I think we have to figure out the rotation. Yeah, so let's test in this team, right? I think this is going to be like a different team overall. So in like a proper rotation, right? I think Sacred Justia is strong. We can acknowledge that, but I think in a proper rotation where you need multiple different ones, so we can do something like this. So we are going to go with this one first because that one lasts the longest. I'm gonna go with that. I guess, do I use Homunculus later on turn 1? I want to use Sylvia this particular one first. So we can start off with that. We can start off with that for now. And then we use buff on the second turn. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. So now we hit the first turn. And then now for the second turn, we're gonna do this. Right? And then we're gonna go do this. And then we do Homunculus later. And then we'll extend the buff, I guess. So that the buff is gonna go into the Admiral Sylvia as well. Right? So Admiral Sylvia gets the buff. Masaru is hating. Hating? Oh, actually I should have let... Okay, doesn't matter. Should have let the later go first. Do I have enough SP? So SP do be an issue right now. So this one is 3 SP. This one is 3 SP. Later cannot do anything. Okay, so let's go with this. So this is going to be like somewhat of a rotation. Get punch. Okay, so that's a 6 turn rotation. So Bikini Agent Sylvia, Admiral Sylvia. So what is the 61 plus 52, right? So over the course of 3 turns. So okay, let me screenshot this. Let's say I bring in like a Sacred Justia for like a rotation, and then we try to compare like a proper side by side, right? A proper side by side. So in a 6 turns in this particular case, 3 rounds kind of rotation, how different would it be? So let's say I bring in, take out Sacred Justia, we do this. Okay, you have like 6 Diana ones. Yeah, Diana is going to be very strong as well, right? So do the same thing, do this. Will Sacred Justia run into SP issue? There's a chance that we might run into SP issue. Okay. Diana needs a new costume. Diana needs a new costume. Okay, so vulnerable. So I can't do this. Sacred Justia do run into some issues. We won't be able to rotate exactly the same, but let me make sure that she gets 3 hits in as well. Buff. We lose the vulnerability. So property damage doesn't matter for that guy. I remember Therese. Yeah, Sacred Justia takes so much more in terms of trying to SP is also like something that we have to be fair. Sacred Justia do consume more SP, so we can't do like a perfect rotation for her. But I think she's still going to give a pretty impressive result. Okay, 6 rounds, so let's compare it. So as you can see, Sacred Justia, right, we did this rotation throughout the course of 6 rounds. We're able to get 61 million. Now of course, Sylvia does more. Because with Sylvia, we're able to rotate between 2 costumes. So you can see the Bikini Agent Sylvia gets 61 million, Emerald Sylvia got 52 million. Alright? Because we are able to do much better rotation. And also a little bit unfair because this boss is weak against water, right? So at the same time, 61 plus 52 is like 110 million, right? Or let's say 115 million. So definitely more than Sacred Justia's damage, of course. But I would say that's pretty much in line. I still think that she's pretty strong. Both of them are really strong. But for new players, probably Sacred Justia is going to be quite good. Probably better investment for your account because you only need to build 1 character. Sylvia is strong, but only if you have the other Sylvia, right? So you gotta have the Bikini Agent Sylvia, you gotta have Emerald Sylvia, and you gotta have the... what's the other one? The sword one. The sword of Tail Sylvia. The only one that you don't need to have... yeah, you gotta have this particular one as well, the Sword Queen, right? The one that you don't need to have is this one. This one you can get away with not having it because it's like much more counter focus in terms of character, right? So this one you can probably... you don't need this one as much. The counter can still do decent damage, but this one is more for like PvP scenario and stuff, right? You can get away with not having this. So if you're a new player, you definitely have to invest in more costume. You have to invest in 1, 2, and I guess 3, right? You got no other Sylvia than Bikini and normal. Can you rotate around between this one and this one? You can't, because this one is 5 turns. This one is 3 turns. This one is 5 turns. So you're gonna have 1 turn of not doing anything, right? Too much investment. Yeah, it's a little bit of investment. But you can't deny that Sylvia is still better in terms of... let me just get that right, even though that one is not... Sylvia is still better for physical water right now, right? If you're looking for the best physical water, the only other option is Wilhelmina, but Wilhelmina is like single target. So if you're fighting like a AOE scenario, stuff like that, Sylvia is going to be better. She's worth it. That's what it is, eh? The Azulian Sylvia. Oh yeah, this one, the Admiral Sylvia is the Azulian Sylvia for sure. Azulian variant. But yeah, I think so far after testing it, this is in line with what I expect. Very strong. But if you want to invest, make sure you have the other costumes as well, right?